Hey everyone, my name is Galina. Welcome to my channel. Today I am talking about my acne and my acne story because I am going on Accutane. So I just wanted to tell why I decided to go on it and kind of how long I've been dealing with everything. Started having acne probably about 8th or ninth grade. And I remember very distinctively when I realized that I had acne because there's this photo taken of me and it was put on Facebook, and I was standing next to two of my friends and I was in the middle and we were all smiling, and then I noticed that on my face I had a whole bunch of like red dots just everywhere, all over my face, and my two friends next to me had beautiful, clear, smooth skin. And I just remember getting really embarrassed, and I was really sad that that picture was on my Facebook for everyone to see. I told my mom. She got me some face products from the store, and we tried clearing it up that way, and then it didn't work. My mom took me to the dermatologist and I got on Bactrim, which is an antibiotic, and then she also gave me a face wash. No. Yeah, she gave me this prescription strength face wash, and it worked for a little while, and then I would say it probably worked for about 2 to 3 months, and then it came back. So then we went back to the dermatologist, and then she gave me a different antibiotic and a different wash and some topical cream. She gave me different, and that worked for probably about 4 months, and then it came back, and so I got really disappointed. So this probably took place about a year or two, about these two different antibiotics and two different prescription strengths face wash and topical cream. And so when you're in high school, you know, 2 years to deal with acne is a long time. And when you're a teenager, 2 years is a long time. And so basically my mom asked me if I wanted to go back to the dermatologist. And I didn't want to because I knew she didn't want me to go on Accutane, and I figured that's what they would tell me would be the next step. But I knew that she wasn't going to let me because you have to be on like 2 different kinds of birth control, and she didn't want like me being so young to be on birth control. So that was one of the reasons why we didn't go that route. And instead of going back to the dermatologist, we tried Proactive, and that worked a lot. Like, it worked getting rid of my acne, but the Proactive, like the wash, was so rough in getting rid of my acne that my cheeks and like my forehead, they would be red, like all the time red. And I didn't wear makeup back then, so I would just go to school with these red blotchy cheeks, like, and I still had some acne on my face, so I wasn't very happy with that. It was expensive, and so I eventually just moved on to something different. So then we tried the Clean and Clear 3-step, and that actually worked really, really well. I still love that the 3rd step, which is the spot treatment. I swear by that spot treatment, it works wonderfully. However, one night I washed my face with it, and I must not have gotten all the cleanser off of my face, and the next morning my eyes were just so puffy. My whole face was just so puffy, and I had a basketball game in the morning and I was just crying. I was like, my face is so swollen, I can't go to my basketball game because like people can't see me like this, you know. And I put like a whole bunch of eyeliner on the tops of my eyelids to try to make them look less swollen, and that was a rough day. And so I never used that 3-step system ever again, even though it worked just fine. And I knew in my head I just hadn't washed all of it off of my face. It definitely scarred me, so I quit using that. And so so let's see, so now we're probably in senior year of high school, and I've kind of just accepted the fact that I've had acne. So what do you do when you accepted the fact that you have acne? you watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to do makeup, and so that's when I started getting into makeup. And so I basically was just living with my skin. I was covering up my acne. I was fine. Like, I was fine living that way because it wasn't horrible. It wasn't it wasn't cystic acne. So I was fine. So then I went to college and I lived in the dorm, a non-air conditioned dorm, and I was stressed out. I lived away from home for the first time, and so I was just super stressed out. It's a new environment. I hate change. I hate meeting new people. That stresses me out so much. So I was very stressed out. I was living in a hot dorm, so I was sweaty all the time. I would literally wash my face, come back, and then start sweating again because, I mean, you're living in a non-air conditioned dorm in the middle of August and September, okay? It is so hot. Okay, so then this is when I start getting cystic acne. So it's right here. I started getting it right there, and I always broke out like in between my eyebrows right here. I would put spot treatments on it and just use basic drugstore acne clearing products. After that year, I quit living in the dorm. I got my own apartment, and I got used to going to school, so I wasn't as stressed out. And so my acne did calm down a bunch. It went almost completely away. I barely had any acne scars. If I did, they were just a little bit right here and here. And I felt wonderful about my skin. My makeup would look so beautiful on my skin because there wasn't any texture. And I would actually start going out of my apartment without makeup on, and I felt really, really great. So this was when 21, so this was last year. So now fast forward to last spring, I accepted an accounting internship during busy season. So I took a semester off of college to work about 62 hours a week at an accounting firm, and I loved the internship. It was wonderful, but it was probably the most stressful thing I have ever gone through in my life, okay? Because not only am I learning something new, I'm meeting new people like every single day. I'm constantly trying to impress like everybody I work for every single day, and I'm working like 12-hour days, so it was just so stressful. And I was going through a lot of other things. And also, I don't know if this is the reason why, because I feel like it was just the stress. I wasn't eating very well either. I would like eat a package of tuna for lunch, and then on my way home I would get Hardee's. I love Hardee's, but yeah. So I was not eating very healthy at all. And also, before my internship, I had got my face waxed. And I do not know if this is part of what contributed to my major breakout that happened right here, because that is where I got waxed. And so I feel like when my hair started growing back, it just formed into acne. So I don't know if it was because of that, but because I never want to go back to that, I will never get my face waxed ever again. But it was probably just a combination of my face wax and the stress of my internship, not eating right. Just started breaking out horribly bad all along my cheeks, and it was cystic, it was painful, it was dry, it was itchy. Like I couldn't touch it because it was so painful, and it was just awful. And I wanted to cry because I didn't want to go out, but I had to go to work 6 days a week, 12-hour days, and so it was a awful time for me. I didn't even want to answer the door for delivery without putting makeup on first. Like, that's how insecure I was about my acne and my face. And it's awful. Like, no one should have to go through that, you know? No one should not want to leave their house because of something that's on their face that they can't help, you know? I decided to go to the dermatologist. I decided to wait till after summer because I do spend a lot of time outside during the summer. To the dermatologist about 2 months ago, and she basically told me that, you know, Accutane is the next step, and I'm honestly so excited because I feel like I've just been fighting my whole life against acne, and I just want to get it over with so bad. And so I'm excited to go on an Accutane, and I've never had dry skin before, so I'm super excited about that. Okay, my camera's overheating, so I have to wrap this video up. Come here. Basically, that is my acne story. I've had it since about 8th or 9th grade, and I am just ready to get clear skin. I'm ready to not have anxiety about going out without makeup on. I'm just ready to get it over with. I forgot, this camera has a face filter on it, and even though I turned it off, I feel like it still filters some of my skin. So let me scoot up really close and you can see what my skin looks like right now. It's not too bad. I mean, it's mainly just acne scarring at this point. I was on like I was on an antibiotic for about 2 months before I got on Accutane, so I feel like that kind of cleared up the acne that I did have. So right now I'm just left with a whole bunch of scarring, and hopefully the Accutane will help my scarring. And that's, my dermatologist did say that. She said even though my skin was clearing up, we didn't want it to come back like it always has. So she said to go ahead and get on Accutane to prevent it from coming back and to prevent future scars. So hopefully this will all work out. I'm currently on day 6 of my Accutane, and I don't have any side effects yet besides dry lips, and I really hate it because I hate wearing lip balm because I can't get my little honey bun because then the fur gets all stuck on my lips and I don't like it, and now she's gonna think that I don't love her anymore because I stopped giving her kisses, but I do. I love you. I love you so much. Are you my honey bun? Oh, I'm doing that. Yeah. So that is my acne story. That's my acne journey. If you want to get monthly updates on my Accutane and see what kind of side effects I will be going through, hopefully they won't be too bad. But I will be posting monthly updates, so if you want to see those, be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, just leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.